What's up, fam? It's your boy Ayindei with Authentic Alphas. I'm back with another one, and I got some top flight security of the world, Craig. Let me go ahead and introduce the fellas. What's your name?
My name's Ron.
Ron?
Ron.
Joshua.
Joshua? Let me get y'all age and where y'all from.
I'm 32, originally from Miami, Florida. I live in Naples now.
Shit, born and raised. Where you from?
23. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Oh, shit. That's what's up. All right, so what do you prefer, the ladies in Miami or in Naples?
So answering as a married man, even I would answer as an unmarried man.
Okay.
I would say Naples, per se. If I were single, yeah, I would probably go for a woman in Naples. Just me and Miami women are tend to be really materialistic, and they're looking for more what you have, you know. And not
Miami
really
got a bad reputation right now. But beauty wise, what would you say is better, Naples or Miami?
I mean, beauty's an eye of the beholder, but it all depends to me what makes a person beautiful to you. So physically, you can be a 9 or a 10. You can be a 9 or a 10 physically, but if your character's not there,
You answer it for the ladies. I don't got female subscribers. Don't worry.
if your morals aren't there, then that 9 or 10 can be knocked down to a 3 or 4. So it depends on how you getting to know the person and seeing what they're about, really.
All right, so you basically are interested in more than just looks with women. You want a chick that's gonna be valuable, add value, good personality, that type of shit.
Yeah, looks can fade. You can get in a car accident today, lose an arm. Are you still gonna love me or not? You know, it's about
Don't worry. That goes with, that's still congruent with my message. Is that there are quality women out there. There's good women out there. It's all about where you look. And he telling you he don't even bother looking in Miami. And then he telling you he already had a wife. So how long you been with your wife?
We've been married coming up on 2 years in March.
How long were you together before you got married?
We were together 3 years.
Okay, so 5 years total. Do you mind me asking, how old is your wife?
My wife is 28.
All right, so he listen, he doing shit the right way, because that means he got with her at 23 and he married her when he was 30. So pay attention to this guy, man. Let me step out of the way. Pay attention to this motherfucking guy. He's telling you how you're supposed to do your shit. All right, so let's get over to you. The women, you prefer them in Miami or Cleveland?
That's a tough one, man, because it's like you got your ups and downs with both of them. Cleveland, I mean, they're more so like, the ones that's like very beautiful, very gorgeous. They try to like act like they're on a pedestal, kind of, and
monetizing that shit.
yeah, everybody's after them. Every man out there after them. They limited there. Here they come a dime a dozen. Seem like.
That's true. And when you go to places like Colombia, you get the best of both worlds, because the women are beautiful and the beautiful women are outnumbering the eligible guys, but also it's a poorer country, so the women are more humble. So the material aspect is there, but you have a better chance dominating it as a Westerner. So, but I like what he's saying though. Cleveland, they're
limited.
They limited, so they know they bad. So they want the top tier guy. All right, let me ask you guys another question. You stay out of this shit. Are you on dating apps?
No, I am not.
Okay, so give me some reasons why you don't feel it necessary to get on a dating app, like for you personally.
Cause I mean I could just get out here and show my face, really, show the guns, and I'm gonna attract.
Light skinned brothers is still in style.
I mean I'm gonna attract someone. I mean I'm a redhead too, so that's a plus.
All right, Ginger. All right, so tell me this: what do you think? If you had to narrow it down to one thing, what do you think works with you? What do you think works for you with the ladies the most? If you had to just be like this one thing.
One thing. I don't know. Just my smile, really, and just how I approach them.
Do they compliment you the most on that?
Yeah, my smile and just the respect I show them. And
okay. Give me an example of how, because we seen a couple pass by since we've been here. There was one right here behind me, but she was eavesdropping, but she didn't want to get in on it. So give me an example of how you might approach a beautiful girl.
Just smile at her, ask her how her day is going, and try to brighten her day however I can, just the little things that count.
So basically you keep it simple.
Yeah, real simple. Don't try to like overdo anything, Don't try to like press the issue.
It sounds
too
like
much.
it ain't any different than you talk to any other human being.
Nah, I mean not really.
But I've been telling y'all, man, just Just be comfortable talking to people. Women are also people. It's really not that complicated. You ain't got to drop some super pickup line or whatever. All you got to do is say, hey, how you doing, beautiful? That's it, bro. It's an old school game.
Yeah, I mean, you going either hit or miss, you know.
Okay. All right, now I want to talk a little bit about security. You know, I used to do security. I got my licenses and all that shit too. But you see, your boy got to eat. He ready to draw. So tell us a little bit about your experience. Being in security industry, as far as for yourself personally, career-wise, and then let me know sort of how you feel women respond to that position of strength, power, and protection.
So I've been here for about only, I want to say 7 months now.
Okay.
But
So
I come from a military background.
Okay, I was about to say,
Marine Corps, infantry. But I've always loved this type of work. You know, unfortunately, I can't do law enforcement because my ink. You know, so.
Because you can't do like no undercover or nothing like that.
Not even that. They just with the the professionalism and the uniform, so they don't really want the ink showing, which is cool. But
you can laser remove that shit though.
nah, it's not coming off. I'm not gonna take off what I put on. You know.
Oh no,
And,
no. Okay,
yeah.
I
I'm not gonna go back on
you don't
things. I'm
regret
gonna make things work. But
Yeah.
I mean, I like the security industry as far as what it appeals. I think. I mean, honestly, just coming from down here, people just see you as another dude. You know, even women, like I don't even really try to pay attention to it because when I'm in work, I'm focused. But
Exactly.
I don't know. I think they just see you, just see you as another dude. Maybe some women like I know my wife. She likes the fact I'm in uniform per se.
Right.
But even out of uniform, she loves that even more because I'm always a protector. You know.
Exactly.
I make it my duty. I make sure she's walking in front of me. You know. We're next to a curb. She's on the left side. She's not near traffic.
Pay attention.
Just certain things, about that aspect. But as far as being in uniform, I promise I don't pay any mind, so I can't really give you an insight on what women may think when they see a guy, or it's got security and that. Some, we have some clients that I guess want to feel important and whatnot, so can you walk me out, whatever. But
they don't really need the safety,
it
but
is
they
what
want to
it-
look important.
Yeah, they walk in
I'm
by
gonna do
themselves,
the same
but
thing.
but it
I'm
is
gonna
what
hire
it is,
security just for that reason.
It is what it is, I mean,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, we're doing our job, which is understandable. They're walking
doing
out
job.
with a lot amount of money and jewelry, so you do want to protect that client. But other than that, it's my duty, it's my job, it's what I'm here for. When I clock out, I go home with my wife and children. So
Okay, so when dealing with women, like your wife, for example, right? What do you think communicates to her that she's safe and that you're protected the most? Do you think it's things you do, things you say, or just your overall body language and demeanor?
I'd have to say overall, it's got to be my demeanor. I tend to have that asshole face per se, like don't approach me face. But obviously, you can see, we talk, approachable. But most of all, demeanor. Especially when we're out in public. Especially with my children, my wife around. I just have a certain demeanor on me. But I'm just also constantly reminding her. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put my duty. I tell her my duty, my job is to protect you and provide for you and my children. Right. That's the main thing. So other than that, I feel like she just feels that I'm a protector. She feels that presence. That energy.
And that shit feels good. That shit definitely feels good, bro. When you're in your role, when you're in your gender role,
Yeah.
you feel good. And it's the same with women. A lot of them just probably don't know it. They might not have had the opportunity, but women like to be submissive. They like to be cooperative. And they'll tell you, oh, it has to be a particular man. Well, I guess we need more of those type of men. So
They pass over most women. I think they look over the dudes that they're really looking for.
well, they don't know how to spot it. Like they don't necessarily know this guy has all the qualities that you want. You just don't even fucking know it because you're trying to get it off of just the visual,
Exactly.
and you have no idea what that would look like. Just like when girls say, "Oh, I want a guy to make over $100,000 a year or whatever," bro. You know how many clients I have that make over $200K a year,
Yeah.
and women can't identify them. Because they don't know what they're supposed to look like or how they're supposed to express themselves. Like they think he's supposed to have like a certain car.
Exactly.
No, I know plenty of guys making over 100, 150K, over 200K a year. They don't even have a car.
In West Sketches.
They don't even have a car. Because in their mind, I just have a driver or I just take Uber. They ain't even got a car. So, or for example, they'll have a fucking roommate. And once a girl hears that, they be like, oh, he got a roommate? Oh, he a little boy. He broke. Yeah, but he owns 3 properties.
Yeah.
He lives with his roommate in a condo they rent, but he owns 3 properties that he rents out to tenants. You stupid bitch. But you don't know because you see what I'm saying? And then they think that the time is too precious to even like get to know somebody.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you a little bit about your experiences with security also. Like, what made you decide to get into security? What are your experiences with it, and how do you think women react to it?
It's actually crazy, like how I stumbled into security. I moved down here at 20. I just turned 20, and my sister hooked me up with a job, remodeling nightclubs, because I grew up doing
Nice.
construction with my dad, and it went from me working there during the day and training, working out with one of the security guards at night. I got real big, gained like 30 pounds of muscle, and then I was bar backing on the weekend, and at some point they like, man, you too big to be behind that bar. You need to come.
Back is bullshit money, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you flirting with the ladies and they tipping you out a little extra.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I used to do
some
it, so I
love.
know. You gotta flirt for that money. Like, girl, I'm doing clean these tables for you. I got your back.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that just led to me like end up doing. I was like a bouncer. I switched to being a bouncer, and then that just led to me going on deployments and networking, and eventually stumbling to working with jewelers and doing bodyguard work as well.
See, I like jobs like that. You know what I'm saying? I used to do demolition. I've done security. I've done construction. I've done restoration. And those jobs might not be looked at as like super successful or super lucrative, but I like those jobs, man, because like you getting paid to be a fucking man. Straight up. You get paid to be a fucking man. You understand what I'm
Do what
saying?
you biologically meant to do.
Right, and then I also like the camaraderie, working with the other fellas, depending on one another, depending on the team. So I think a lot of these young boys out here, they're missing those opportunities, and they might not have had those dads and those uncles and shit growing up. So I want to ask you guys about your childhood as far as fatherhood is concerned. Did you have your pops growing up?
Oh yeah, still my pops and my mom still married, going on 30 plus years. My father's been a huge influence. My father gave me the work ethic that I have now.
Right.
He worked 2 jobs from when I was 6 years old up until I was in Afghanistan when he was fired from his second job. But the thing I bring that up because he worked 2 jobs and still on his days off made time for me and my sisters. He made time to show me how to do crown moldings, show me time how to work around the house and take me fishing, things like that. So
Damn.
my father, he's been a great example, the best example I've had as a male figure. And it's important for men to be in their children's lives, God forbid, the mother and the father don't work out. And this for the ladies too. Don't separate your children from the father. No matter, put your personal issues aside and you deal with that with the man, but don't punish the child, Because
That's
again,
a cycle too. It's a cycle,
Yeah.
bro. It's a cycle because what happens, a lot of these chicks, they grow up without their father, and then they have mothers that downplay the importance of the father because that's just one of the things that women do. Unfortunately, women make the necessity a virtue. So it's like, oh, I'm a strong single mother. I'm strong independent. No, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You're trying to praise yourself as a mother because you're doing it on your own.
Yeah.
When in all actuality, you're a fucking failure because you're doing it on your own. Because that's rule number 1 is that you raise children with both parents.
Yep.
Minimal. You need both parents. You need aunties, uncles. You need godmamas, goddaddies. You need grandpas and grandmas. You need the whole damn tribe,
Yeah.
the whole village. So the fact that you're doing it by yourself as a single mom, what's up, man? So you failed across the board, in my opinion. It's just that nobody want to say that to these women.
That's true.
The mere fact that you brought a child into the world before building a nest first, even birds know better than that. Beavers know better than that. They building the dam before they even bring the baby beavers into the picture. So, go ahead.
I think a lot of men don't want to say it anymore because women, for a while, at least in our culture, unfortunately, have just gotten this mindset of, this ain't, men ain't not. I'm strong. I can do this by myself. But so after men hearing that so much, you just kind of like, you know what? You got to figure it out on your own. Why does the man want to deal with that?
Or
and then,
we believe them and we think that we're not really bringing anything, of value,
True.
of significance to the table as far as being a father, being a role model, or being a coach, a mentor, anything like that, because the women keep drilling us that all we have to offer is money. Just pay that child support and get the fuck up out of here. That's all you got. Pay for your kids. Pay your bit.
Yeah.
And it's like why are you not as adamant about them spending time with their kids? So I mean, you understand the value of that. So let me get over to you. Did you have your pops?
Yeah, actually, my dad just passed away back in September from cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
Passed at 78 years old. But
Oh, he had a long life though.
yeah, my dad lived a great life, and he made a huge impact. You know, at least in Cleveland. And I couldn't thank my dad enough for everything he's taught me up to this point. Just not just construction, but also like how to carry myself and like certain morals and things like just that are forever like I carry on with me. And I didn't really realize what a huge impact he had. And like I kind of feel like in a way he saved my life, because a lot of people
Don't have it.
like a lot of young brothers, especially of my generation, like they lost without their dad, and I see it all the time. Like I even seen it in my friends, like my group of friends, like a lot of their dad absent from their life, and I see where it has gotten them. And so, I just kind of like my dad has actually he's taken on other people's kids and like raised other people's kids. Like he even like had me come up running a trade school with him, teaching people for free. So we've teaching them how to set up a construction business, how to do the trades, all of that. He just took time out of his day because he said, one thing he said is, what good is his knowledge if he take it to the grave with him without giving it back? So
Right.
he definitely gave back to the community in that way. And, I feel like now it's for me to pick that up, and carry on.
Right.
And,
I mean, that's what I was gonna say to you. You saying that you can't thank your father enough, you don't realize you already are, because he passing that on. So you the legacy. So you being the best man that you could be, that's the things that he wants. That's what he's doing it for. So you gonna go on to have children, hopefully sons of your own, and you gonna pass it generationally. You get what I'm saying? So that's the best thing that y'all could do, is just keep being the best men that you could be, and then keep on influencing younger men as much as you can, because like I said, we know that there's a lot of guys that don't have it. I don't know what age you made the realization you had the epiphany, but in my mid-20s, early 20s, when I started noticing like dudes was making some stupid decisions and they was getting jammed up, I'm like, yo, why you niggas be doing this dumb shit? And I would never. And then I'm realizing what the difference is. What the difference is, you ain't had no pops. You ain't had no man in your life. And you don't realize that until you start getting older. So you're like a grown man. That's when you start realizing, damn, this shit makes a big difference. I didn't know how lucky I was. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I say all the time, it's very, very important for a man to be in his child's life, just as much as it's important for the mother to be there, because a man's job as a father is to not only show his kids how to treat a woman, but also how a woman should be treated. And like,
yeah, a lot of these women don't know, is my point. They don't know how to recognize it.
So that's very important, and that's what's happening with this younger generation, and that's where society is going, and it's becoming more acceptable for the disrespect, and that's not how we're supposed to be. We loving people naturally, so that's how we're supposed to be.
Yeah, and I like where your father was going with it. That's my hopes and my dreams for the future, is to be able to put strong men together that have expertise in certain areas, master the trade like your father did, whatever the case may be, and they're willing to donate their time to give that to a younger generation. And the key word that you said was for free, because they're not doing it for money, they're not doing it for the monetary gain, they're not doing it to get recognized for it. You know what I mean? It's not a photo op for them. They literally want to give as much as they can before they go. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I love that. That's where your father's head was at. That's where I want my head to be at. And I want to find as many men who have that kind of mindset, and we could work together to kind of try to counteract as much as we can the fatherlessness. You know what I mean? Because, you're one man. But if you can help 4 young men, 4 boys, that's 1 times 4. You were just 1, right? But you put 4 on with that masculine mentality, that self-discipline, that work ethic. Now, what if they touch 4 each? It just became 16. You know what I mean? So same thing with you, same thing with me. So we could multiply positive results as men, and I feel like it's our role and our responsibility. Like, damn what the media be talking about. Yeah. The media can only say that bullshit they be talking about because men let them. True. Like, we the ones that's supposed to set the tone. Like, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. We supposed to be setting the tone as far as what's responsible from other men, as far as what's responsible from women. But who we letting create the narrative? You know what I mean? We sitting back and let them say stupid shit like, I don't need no man to raise a child. Why are we letting women say that dumb shit? Because like I heard you talking about your brother's situation with his baby moms. Okay, why does she not care enough about what men have to say in order for men to be able to come to her and pull her to the side and be like, hold on, sister. Keeping your kids from their father is not a good look. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you as a man, I was a boy at one point. You can't, you going down the wrong path, and this is gonna fuck your kid up ultimately. This ain't even about you know what I'm saying, doing favors for your baby daddy. This ain't even about what your baby daddy want. You care about your son, right? You care about your daughter, right? You care about your kids, right? Okay, well, this is the best thing that's for your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about the fact that she's not getting that message and that it's men that need to get that message to her?
I mean, I've seen it firsthand. I witnessed what that has done to my niece and nephew. I've witnessed, what that has done to my brother, and I don't know. It's just she's stuck in her ways, really, and
Selfish.
yeah, and it's like she's not even thinking about the kids and how that's affecting them. Yeah, like you said, she's thinking more so for herself and what she can get out of it.
It's like Kevin Samuel says, a need to be right. She's more concerned with being right, and she's more concerned with her feelings and what she wants than the overall picture.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I don't know, it's just for me, it's like just really learning from that, and that gives me more of a clarity, more of an understanding of how important like it is to like, put all that to the side and
Or pick the right woman.
Yeah, or that. Yes, that's definitely.
Because I feel like when she does that, she's not only depriving the children of their father, she's also, by extension of that, keeping them from their uncle.
Yeah, and it's I mean, it's messed up, and they're not having a solid male role model in their life at this point at all. Like whether it's my brother, me, my other brothers,
Hey.
So
2 uncles.
yeah, so it's like it's not doing the kids any favor, and they don't deserve that.
Hey, well, hopefully somebody will talk to her. She'll get an intervention. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate what you do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the character because I'm all about character, integrity, and all that type of stuff. So, I just had to chop it up with y'all because I be seeing y'all every so often. I'm like, these motherfuckers is on their shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what masculinity looks like, man. This is that alpha shit that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, check me out. I'm going to give y'all guys some information. We're going to be up out of here, man. Tell these people, do the best in the new year, man.
Always.
Happy New Year. God bless.
Peace, y'all.